one of my favorite books of all time is a book about learning, and therefore it is also a book about teaching. His name is Josh Waitzkin, and he is the real life person that the movie Finding Bobby Fischer was about. So he was a child prodigy chess champion who came into all of this fame that ultimately ruined his game, which it rhymes. And then because he left chess because had this like, you know, preteen life crisis of I'm no longer a world champion. And so he started practicing Tai Chi push hands, which is the combative form of Tai Chi, became a world champion at Tai Chi push hands. And so this guy writes a book about learning, and I'm like, yes, please. Anyways, one of the concepts that he talks about in the book is numbers to leave numbers, form to leave form, or this offering that you can be so rehearsed at a thing, so practiced and so familiar with it that you can ditch it, that you can completely throw
Just
it out
let
the
go.
window
Yeah.
and let go. And that sounds like that's where you've landed.
I guess, or maybe I just lost it. No, I'm just
Right.
kidding,
Is it
just kidding.
poetic or is it just you losing it?
But it kind of is what I feel like is missing a little bit right now in the dance world. Like a little segue there, if you don't
Let's
mind.
go. Yes, please. Let's get
Um,
there.
People stop building skeletons,
Hmm.
the bones of what we do, the simple steps. We're
Mm.
we're putting the style on it, and it's great.
Oh,
It's
yes.
fantastic. And when I say all this stuff, there's no criticism of anyone intended. Though
I hear you. It's observation.
sensitive people could take umbrage. And I'm just saying, I'm not going after anybody. I'm talking from my place. And
Great.
in my place, I see people do amazing things. It's like they have the big words, all the big words,
Mm.
but the
Mm.
connector words are gone. The and,
Mm.
the, of,
Oh my gosh,
the little words.
conjunctions, punctuation.
Yeah, they're not functioning.
I notice a huge lack of punctuation that we've got without without a period, without an ellipsis, without a break in line where we can breathe and digest what's falling upon our eyeballs, or a general trend, a
Yeah,
general
well, of
trend.
course, these are all broad
Look at us
generalizations.
protecting ourselves.
Broad, but they are because we can be proven wrong for anything we say. Um,
100%. There's an exception for everything.
this morning, when I woke up, of course, I picked up my phone and I saw this number, and it blew my mind. I was like, I have to watch it again. So I
Oh, sorry.
watched.
You mean a dance number, not a phone number? I was like, what number? Who called?
Yes, yeah. Thanks for
Keep
filling in
going.
those blanks.
Keep going. Keep going.
We need them filled in. And I watched it a second time, and I was like, what happened? Why wasn't it exciting the second time? And I was
Oh,
like, oh,
interesting.
it's only surprises. It's only accents. There, it was like
Mm,
exclamation point,
wow.
exclamation point, exclamation, and it was amazing once, but
Right.
I didn't
But
want to
once the
watch it
surprise
again.
is up.
It's done.
Okay. Well, let me interrupt you really quick because I think this might be you're going to hate me for stealing the ball out of the air right now, or I'm going to
No,
hate me later
steal
for
it, take
stealing the
it.
ball out of the air. One of the things I miss about dance right now is the lack of surprise, that we seem to have rehearsed and polished ourselves and gotten so absorbed with looking at ourselves that we're almost bored with ourselves.
Mhm.
As I'm watching people look bored dancing or look like turned on by themselves, which is kind of confusing to me also. I watch people and I'm like, where is the nowness of it? Like, where's the first time quality? So I try to train surprise into dancers. I actually
Mhm.
have an across the floor I call 6-step surprise, where we prepare to do a 6-step pirouette six and you land on the sixth count, which is the preparation. And then for 7 and 8, you do something that is 100% not a pirouette. And the goal is to be genuinely shocked by
Well,
yourself, by what, yeah, at what comes out. Because listen, the last time I was truly surprised by dance was an NYCDA competition where a mini, which means she was somewhere between
right.
7 and 10, forgot the choreography on stage and peed. Okay. That was the last time I was genuinely riveted
Wow.
by, like, I was so invested. I was all in. I almost jumped up there and like sweeped her up and like helped her. I was so, when people say on the edge of my seat, I was genuinely leaning forward, almost up out of the chair. I was so engaged in that moment. And that's because it hadn't been rehearsed. It wasn't supposed to
It
happen.
was,
It
yeah,
wasn't the plan. And it was fascinating to watch.
it is
So anyways,
fascinating.
back to you about surprises though,
I
because I want to
like that
hear.
though. I'm peeing right now in tribute.